Back again.
And I'm VisionX Sharp.
So, this episode is gonna be about like a commentary, and it'll be about Karens, hence the title and the thumbnail. So, Shark, you want to give a rundown on what Karens are?
So a Karen is basically a middle-aged white woman that thinks they're entitled to pretty much everything,
Yep.
and they take little things and turn it into huge things.
Yeah. That is basically what it is. As for the Urban Dictionary, they're basically a more entitled soccer mom who has a giant SUV and wants to speak to your manager. They're also a terrible person, and they're usually a racist middle-aged white woman. But it's not but not limited to literally anyone on the planet Earth that can be a Karen. And I might think, oh, Karens are annoying morons, so then you would be a Karen. Which I am I am an annoying moron, but I'm not a Karen because Karens are much worse than that.
They're middle-aged white women.
Not exactly, but can be anyone. But yeah, it's much worse. So because a lot of YouTubers like Memeless, Somewhere Near Gamers, and Scrubby like talk about it, and VisionX Shark likes to talk about those YouTubers also. So put down like your definition, like or talk about Karens about. Let's have VisionX Shark talk more about Karens.
So basically, I watched Pyro Cynical's video the other day on Karens,
Yep.
and but what's going on in the world right now is the Karens are going to grocery stores and refusing to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Really annoying because obviously people don't want to get sick, and the fact that the Karen needs to breathe, it's like it gets annoying for other people.
Yeah, and stuff happens even worse. Okay, fine. If they don't want to wear a mask, it's their problem. If they get disease, it's their problem. But thing is, they'll get mad at you for wearing a mask. They'll get mad because even if someone else doesn't tell them, if you're wearing a mask, they won't like it. Why? It's because they think that you're violating them by wearing a mask, which is one of the most stupid things that has ever come out of a human mouth.
And
So, we cut it a little bit because we put the image on, and you can see the image on the screen right now. It says Karen saying no more masks. Now there are two things wrong with this. One, it is a blasphemy, and two is that the Karen herself is wearing a mask.
yeah, that's pretty funny actually.
Yeah, it's like it is ironic, in fact.
Yeah, it is pretty ironic.
Yeah. And well, who knows what'll happen. Anyway, so
Honestly, I feel like these Karens are gonna get arrested at some point. I mean, there's already been Karens that have gotten arrested. Like,
well, yeah, a lot of them have. A lot of them have like said like dumb crap in there.
like there's this one Karen that was coughing on people at a supermarket. So
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that image. I saw that image.
yeah, it's very rude and it's very rude.
Yeah, you probably seen there also. Um, but if you just yeah, so let's talk about a little bit more about image. How that like affects someone who's wearing a mask. Someone would feel offended from it, and that's a huge problem. And that's just one example of a Karen. If you right now like on the gaming hub Discord. Oh yeah, just as like take a break. We have a Discord. It's called the Gaming Hub. It's literally just a game section. It's on the screen right now, and we have like a bunch of cool stuff that's on there. And well, yeah, we have a bunch of squads. We have game centers. Like we're still like not completely doing it, but not completely in it. But we have a bunch of sections for each game, like Minecraft, CS:GO, Valorant, Fortnite, and anything you want, you can see.
And you can feel free to request a game.
Yeah, so feel free. It's like we're based on you, so why don't you can also be based on us.
So anyway, getting back to the video.
Yeah. So
So the next image you see here is this social distancing is communism.
yeah, and from my social studies class, it looks a lot similar to another image that is on screen at this point. Do you see the images? The second image that's there.
Yep.
Yes, it says race mixing is communism, along with social distancing is equal to communism. So what is happening? What is going on? Basically, the Karens never age. They're the same. They're the same type of people, and they'll put since America's a capitalist country, everything that they don't like is considered communism.
Yep. Even though we are a capitalist country.
Yeah, and that was the second image. Now, um, just like third image is gonna come up in a few seconds,
Yeah.
and that image you'll see right in here. That's the one. Yep, you can probably see it now.
Yep. It's the give me liberty or give me death. Okay, that is.
And "Give me liberty, give me death" was said by an American patriot called Patrick Henry, and he's an American patriot. He has tried to support his fellow Americans. These Karens are not doing that. They don't want to support their fellow Americans. They want to support themselves because they think that they deserve freedom. But they're not supporting other Americans like Patrick Henry did.
Yeah.
And people are just twisting words to their own um to their own things, which is very, very, very stupid. And I cannot phrase this enough. But let's talk about the next two images.
So we got a Twitter post that says, "Dear millennials, stop saying Karen. Karen is a sexist and racist term equivalent to the N-word for white women. Calling a woman Karen is an attempt to get rid of a woman's right to stand up for themselves."
Okay, so even Shark will still talk about this later, but one thing I just want to point in: if you can say the word, if it's equivalent to the N word, but you can say the word Karen, that means it's better. That means it's not equivalent to the N word because you cannot say the N word, but you can say Karen. So either they're doing something wrong, or they're not. Okay, forget that. But for two things, either they're literally saying putting the N word or equivalent of the N word into their post, or it's not equivalent to the N word. What do you think? And continue, Shark.
So I personally think that there's no way. I agree with you, Stockian, because you can say Karen, but you can't say the N-word. So, but anyway, there have been some replies. So, there's one reply says, "Karens believe their gender overrides their white privilege and makes them better victims than African Americans like Emmett Till, who have been falsely accused and lynched. They are starting a revolution demanding ice cream, haircuts, and telling Asian Americans to go to China."
Yeah.
And then there's the picture we saw earlier.
And there's another picture too.
Yeah.
It says, I think I'm a patriot. Yeah, no, I want a haircut. That's what it says.
Yeah.
And then yeah, go on.
There's another reply that says, "The most Karen post a Karen has ever carried."
That in fact is true and also funny.
Yeah, it got 33.1K likes. That's a lot of likes.
Yeah, and even though the other one is also good, but that only has 9.5K likes. But
Yeah.
do you want to go on the next one?
Yeah.
From the public, someone on Twitter said that him being a black person said a white couple called the police on me, a person of color, for stenciling a BLM shock message on my own front retaining wall. The Karen lies and says she knows that I don't live in my own house because she knows that the person who lives there, apparently, and hashtag Black Lives Matter is there as per the image. Then a few days later, on ABC7 News, it says the couple who confronts a San Francisco man for stenciling BLM in his own property apologizes. Now this is the one problem of Karens. Karens will be rude until the point that they become popular to avoid getting hate. And this is one of the problems that happen. People just they just don't say anything. They don't say, many of these don't get reported, and a lot of Karens are just Karening out for just because no one's catching them. And they only apologize and be like so sad once they get caught. And this is a huge problem right now concerning the complete US and many other places. So talk a little bit more. So on Yelp, so this Karen said that she is giving a 1 star because of cheap management and customer service. I heard the food is very good, so I went to try. Me and the boyfriend got the calamari, spaghetti al vongole, and gnocchi. All were very delicious. So in this first paragraph, there's one huge problem. There's a sentence that says me and the boyfriend. That is in no way proper grammar. So let's have Shark read the second paragraph.
I was actually so impressed that when the manager came to ask us how everything tasted, I told her it was some of the best Italian food I've had, and I told her I'm going to post about it on Instagram, where I have over 11,000 followers, and a lot of them are in the area. She seemed very happy about it. So what I got from this graph is the manager came over to ask her how the food was, and she was proud to announce that she enjoyed the food, and that she was going to go post it on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then tell all of her followers to go and try it. So,
then the third paragraph said, I was wrong. I thought that she would be grateful for the free advertising. But when the check came there was literally no discount at all. I thought at least one of the entrees would have been taken off, but it didn't even take off the calamari or even the drinks. Now, there's huge problem in this. First, just a minor problem. In the first line, they spelled the grateful wrong as G-R-E-A-T-F-U-L. The correct spelling is on the screen right now, spelled G-R-A-T-E-F-U-L. But in the second thing, it said, I thought she'd be grateful for the free advertising. The thing is, we don't have any proof that she had 11,000 followers. She could have even lied, said 11 million followers. No proof that would have been there. And saying that she was grateful for free advertising, if she didn't even advertise it, then there would nothing happen. And why would there be a discount for advertising? Probably the restaurant probably spends more on advertising than she does just telling her so-called 11,000 followers. But you just read the final paragraph and voice your opinion on this whole thing.
Okay. The fourth and final paragraph says, I won't go back here because of this, which is a shame because the food is very good. The manager needs to understand how to treat customers. The thing is, it's like what comes back to what you said, Scott Kids. They probably spend more money on just advertising than she did with her, like you said, so-called 11,000 followers. And, don't expect a discount just because you're telling people to come back. Like, that's not how it works. I get that you're trying to be nice, but really, you're not going to get a discount. So, that's my opinion on the whole thing. The whole thing is ridiculous because that just goes to show you that the Karen has a situation and makes it way worse than it really is.
And it's very, very unnecessary.
Yeah.
But, unfortunately, I think this will be it for the video. It's kind of getting a bit long, so, this is it for now. I guess have fun, try to avoid any Karens, and peace.